I know that we are not perfect as human beings. We have our flaws and all of those baggages that we all struggle with. But then there is a level to that show of wickedness. In fact, there is a level to it. That is why we have the rule of law. If not, anyone can excuse their action and then say, oh, we are not perfect, so that's it. I'm not a perfect person. That's why we have the rule of law. In fact, that is why we have punishment, appropriate punishment for certain behavior. And we also have the universal called karma. Karma is designed, in fact, the thing called karma is put in place by the supreme being in case you have a way of escaping the human punishment. Now, there is a man called Yul Edochie, and it has never been recorded in the history, at least of Nigeria, where Yul Edochie hails from the southeast, or anywhere in Nigeria. It has never been recorded, ever. What do I mean? That a story could trend this long. If you know what I mean, like a story could trend this long about a particular person, and this person is continuously repeating the same thing, feeding social media with decay, terrible things. Now, Mary stood her ground against polygamy, and if the talk was about shared custody, maybe people would have sort of spoken to Mary like, take it easy. Okay, the man has made mistakes. It is fine. Let him have access to his children. All I've seen and come short and all of that. That could have been the talk. But one thing broke the camel's back. The demise of Kambili Chukwu and the behavior exhibited by Yul Edochie. He made it clearer to those who were skeptical, those who thought we were making up stories, like leave this family alone, leave these people alone, we are not perfect, anyone could have done this, so why are you guys acting like you don't have your own skeleton? In fact, Judy Austin came out then with a book. She said she was going to write names of people in our industry who are involved in extracurricular activities outside of their homes. She said she was going to release those names, and people looked at it and they felt within themselves like, okay, this babe, she thinks it's all about the polygamy thing. It's much more than that. The way Yul Edochie handled it is on one side, but about his son that passed away, the way he acted, the way he behaved, those that had a little bit of empathy for him, people who had dedicated their time and effort into praying on behalf of Yul Edochie, they turned their back immediately against him. They said, this is wickedness. This is evil. From that moment henceforth, prayers and supplication stopped on behalf of Yul Edochie. Yes, for real, people did that. They prayed privately, publicly. In fact, people dedicated time, intercession on behalf of Yul Edochie. They thought that Judy Austin had, stolen Yul Edochie, destroyed, and when they got to see what kind of person Yul Edochie was, and he still is, they decided to hang their prayer mantle and their prayer booklet. Their mind turned against Yul Edochie. So, now that Yul Edochie and Judy Austin did what they did, like now the latest is the birth of Storm. I mean, talk about someone whose mind is not working fine. Talk about culture and tradition and a lot of things. I know times are changing, but there is something not right with Yul Edochie. Maybe he felt, I'm a movie maybe let's add a little star, even though the star is falling, or it has even, it's no longer there. It's not shining. He said he's going to name his child Storm. It's fine. That's your child. But maybe your child, Universe or Storm Universe, it sounded too, well, it is what it is. After all, children do not choose. In fact, nobody. You cannot choose where to be born, family or country. Now, the update that dropped is that Yul Edochie is trying to reach out to his son, KARL, and he had already done his public display and he's still doing it now, acting as if he has never had children. I know all children are precious, but the way and manner Yul Edochie is going about this, you will know that he's dedicating it. This is a dedicated bully. He's trying to make sure that his children are sad. He's trying to make sure that they feel bad. He's trying to make sure that they feel within them that daddy does not care about them anymore. He has done this several times without number, up to the point whereby people simply hanged their, they just decided to just put their hatred towards him somewhere. Like, let's just leave this guy to waste. Let us leave him. Let's just allow him be what he wants to be. Destruction, destruct, whatever. But at least do not harm your children. But this guy has been doing that constantly. And now, he's trying to reach out to Kambili, Chukwu's brother, KARL. I don't think any sensible mother would allow a father that has shown all the signs of wickedness, in fact, manifested wickedness. If you could write 2023 is the best year of your life, the year you lost your son, and your ex-wife had to come out and say 2023 is the year that my flesh and blood disappeared, got taken off from me. She wrote it. Yul Edochie laughed. Yes, I struck her really hard. Now, who tries to hurt ex-wife or ex-partner using both of their child? Then the talk started coming forth that that child is not really Yul Edochie's own, that child was, and I'm like, what nonsense? These children, they look alike, like they are trying to make it appear as if it's a private, secret sin. No, if Yul Edochie had that ace up his sleeve, like if he had this against Mary, he would have used it. He would have used it like, what is it? Haven't I forgiven you before? Even though I'm not going to mention what I forgave you for. How dare you say this against me? Who are you? He would have used it. He didn't even have much to use. He's already using 2023 is the best year of my life. Like, let me hurt her with the demise of our son. He didn't really care. How then will people not believe that Yul Edochie sacrificed that boy? Because if a man can say 2023 is the best year of his life, like it was promised, was it promised that after the demise of this boy, don't worry, everything will turn around? Like, I don't get it. Anyway, he's reaching out to Kambili Chukwu through direct and indirect, like proxy, like, oh, Kambili Chukwu's brother, I mean, like, oh, you know what, KARL, I want you to see me as your father. Do not listen. I want you to connect to your brother, your sibling. I want you guys to stick together as one. I want you to get to know them. He's trying to connect to them. Like, I'll come and see you at school, in school, like how I used to do. Don't worry, everything is fine. Everything will be good. It's fine. He's trying to reach out, promising him goodies, like, don't worry, I'm going to take care of this, I'm going to take care of that. And I'm like, what's going on? What's happening? Promising goodies. Ladies and gentlemen, see this for yourselves. Is this not outright wickedness? The highest level of evil. If you could write 2023 is the best year of your life, and you have refused to agree and accept the terms and conditions that which mother in her sane mind will allow you to have access to her children, to your children that you have shown publicly, shown to the world publicly how wicked you are? I believe KARL is not stupid. I'm sure they are even scared of him. They are so scared of him. I'm too sure of that. They are so scared. So scared of him. Like, no, you're not a good father. You're not a good person.